Welcome my dear class 10th students for chemistry lecture. Hope all are staying safe at home by the grace of Almighty. Dear students, we have done first term syllabus, that is chapter number 1, 2, 4 and 8. Hope all of you have watched those videos and prepared the notes. Today I am going to start with chapter number 3, that is acid, bases and salts. So before you start, you can see the syllabus also. So whenever you start with the chapter, just look at the syllabus. Now this we will do the first exercise, that is 3A, acids and bases. So let us begin. 3A, acid and bases. As you know, elements combined in a fixed ratio to form compounds. And the compounds can be classified into 3 distinct classes, that is acid, bases and salts. You know, acids are sour taste, whereas bases are bitter taste and it is soapy to touch also. And salts are products formed by combination of acids and bases. All acids have compulsory hydrogen as their constituent element in the form of proton, that is hydrogen ion. See the example: hydrogen chloride acid, sulfuric acid H2SO4, nitric acid HNO3. See, there is a hydrogen present. In a bases, all bases are either metallic oxides, that is oxide ion is there, or it is metallic hydroxide, or it is ammonia solution. Example, copper oxide is a base, sodium hydroxide, here oxide is there, here hydroxide is there, and here ammonium solution, that is ammonium hydroxide. And all these salts are chemical compounds. They are formed by interaction of acids and bases, replacing hydrogen ions present in an acid by metallic ion or non-metallic ammonium ions, like ammonium ion. Here are some example like sodium chloride, calcium carbonate, ammonium sulfate. So these are the examples of some salts. Now let us begin. One by one, we'll take one by one acid, bases or salts. So let us begin with acids. Acids. The word acid comes from the Latin word, that is acidus, meaning sour taste, meaning sour. And sour taste of some food is due to the acid they contain. Now see the examples given on page number 38 in your book. So there are some acids we are using in our daily life, like acetic acid, vinegar. All the citrus foods contain citric acid. Similarly, gastric juice, that is hydrochloric acid. Tomatoes contains oxalic acid. Grapes, tamarind and apples contain tartaric acids. So these are some common acids we are using in our daily life. Just go through these examples. So let us define what is an acid. Compounds which contains one or more hydrogen atoms, and when these compounds dissolve in water produces hydronium ion. That is, see the formula of hydronium ion. This we did it in previous second chapter also. The only positively charged ion. So let us see, when this compound HCl dissolve in water, it contains hydrogen ion and chloride ion. This hydrogen ion is known as proton, and remember, it cannot exist independently in aqueous solution. So when this hydrogen ion again combines with water, it forms hydronium ion. And this hydronium ion, positive hydronium ion, can exist independently in solution. And some more examples, like sulfuric acid, when added to water, then it forms hydronium ion and sulfate ion. Nitric acids in water forms hydronium ion and nitrate ions. Hydronium ions also written as like this. See the formula OH3H positive. Since positive charge is due to the presence of extra hydrogen ions with water, water is neutral. So this is an example of acids. So in acid there is a hydrogen ion. And how we classify the acids, that is classification of acids. Acids are classified depending on their source and depending upon their basicity. Depending upon the source, the acids can be organic acids and inorganic acids. Organic acids, these are acids obtained from plants. Inorganic acids obtained from minerals. Organic acids contains carbon atom also along with hydrogen atom, like oxalic acid, acetic acid, formic acid. Let me show you the formulas of oxalic acid and carbonic acids. See the formula of oxalic acid, acetic acid, formic acid. So in these acids carbon is there. So these acids, all the acids, these organic acids are weak acids. They are weak acids. They do not ionize completely in solution. So it contains ions as well as molecules. Whereas inorganic acids, these are obtained from minerals. They do not contain carbons. Example, hydrochloric acid, sulfuric acid, nitric acid. And one exceptional case is there, that is carbonic acid, which contains carbon. And these inorganic acids are strong acids and can ionize completely, produce completely in a solution and producing high concentration of hydronium ion. And remember, these inorganic acids contain only ions. Now, depending upon the basicity, three types of acids are there: monobasic, dibasic, tribasic. So monobasic, there is one hydrogen atom ion is there, two are there, dibasic, and three are there: HCl, sulfuric acid and phosphoric acid. You can see these example on page number 39 also. I said carbonic acid is a weak mineral acid. It contains ions as well as molecules. It turns blue litmus pink. It is non-corrosive and used in soft drinks. There are some acids which contain oxygen along with the hydrogen and some other elements. So these are called oxyacids, like nitric acid. Then hydroacids contains hydrogen and other non-metallic elements. They do not contain oxygen. So these are the hydroacids. So you can write these formulas, learn the chemical formulas of all these organic and inorganic acids. Now, concentration of the acids. See the page before I start, just once again see page 39. Examples of some monobasic acids, dibasic acids and tribasic acids. How the ions are present, hydronium ion formation, you can see on this page, and you can practice it in your notebook. Now, the concentration of acid means amount of acid present in a definite amount of its aqueous solution. And acid concentration, on the basis of concentration, it can be concentrated acid or dilute acid. An acid which contains very small amount of water or no water is concentrated acid. An acid which contains far more amount of water than its own mass, it is known as a dilute acid. And page 40, you can see the dilute and concentrated acid definition also. Remember, in order to dilute an acid, pour acid into water in small amount and stir it. Never add water to acid. We can add acid to water, but we cannot add water to an acid. This is very dangerous if we add water to an acid. Rest I will discuss in the next video. Till then, thank you.